Yeah, Nandana, first of all, let's talk about Black. The movie got so much critical acclaim. It doesn't look like a project that on paper would have looked that inviting, except for the fact that Sanjay Leela Bhansali was directing. As far as your character is concerned, how convinced were you that you will get the kind of accolades that you actually managed to later on?
Actually, I didn't even think twice about it. I'd always wanted to work with Sanjay Leela Bhansali, and as soon as he narrated the story to me, I knew that a film like this, which is really all about hope and love, would definitely reach the hearts of the audience. And as far as my part goes, I was really happy to be a part of this wonderful film. And I knew that I could do something with it because it's not a typical role that you find. It's a very complex character. And I was really delighted to have this opportunity to play an adolescent girl who's full of the anxieties and feelings of exclusion that usually a 16-year-old girl would have. And it threw light on a very specific aspect of raising a child with a disability, which is that the children in the family who are not disabled often get neglected. So altogether, it was a wonderful special appearance for me to do.
But it was also, did you have apprehensions because it was also not a very endearing character, if I may say so?
No, I never had any apprehensions about that at all. Partly because, I did 5 films altogether last year, and except for Black, in all of them, I am the so-called heroine, and I have extremely positive qualities, although they're all very different from each other, which is what's exciting about having that lot of films. And I have always been confident that somehow people would get a sense of my range from the different films that I'm doing. So I was never insecure about that role. Also, I have to say that, in fact, people have really sympathized with the character. I'm amazed by how strongly people have responded to her, sympathized with her. You're right, it is a character that could have lost people's sympathy, but instead of that, I think it really gained people's attention and sympathy and became a very real character. So I'm really thrilled by the way people have responded to the film, because it's really not my film. I think because it's such a beautiful film, every character in it has gotten all the attention that it deserves.
It's almost a Victorian setting that the film is set in, Black. The promos of Tango Charlie we've seen, and you draped in a sari.
Yeah, you know what? People have been telling me when they've seen both films that it took them a while to realize, to kind of recognize that I was the same person from Black, because of course it's a very different setting, it's a different look, it's a totally different character. And that's not coincidental, it's really a priority for me to be able to work in as many different kinds of roles and as many different genres also as possible. Black is a very intimate family drama. Tango Charlie is an anti-war action movie, they're as different as you can imagine. And that, for me, is very important right now.
But does the character in Black come closer to what Nandana is in real life?
No, absolutely not. I have a very sympathetic relationship with my sister, so it definitely took quite a bit of preparation for me to make all the feelings that Sarah McNally has in Black real for myself. But on the other hand, I think every 16-year-old feels excluded at some point. I think that's part of being an adolescent. And that's something that I could connect with, and I could remember and could bring into the role. But I don't think, honestly, any of the characters that I've played so far are like the real Nandana. I think that's why we choose to be actors, because we want to be different people at different times.